If your car doesn't already have a dash cam and you're in the market to purchase one, I highly recommend this Vantrue E2 dash cam. Let me tell you why. The first thing I look for when it comes to a dash cam is picture quality. It is the single most important thing for me because if I've got a dash cam that has all sorts of features but the picture quality is just bad, then it's pretty much useless. With the Vantrue E2, I get 2.7K resolution in both the front and the rear. The microphone is excellent as well. Here's a quick tip that I would highly advise to all dash cam owners. Turn your audio recording on in case you get into an accident. You can speak out loud the license plate of the other car. Do this just in case your camera didn't pick up the license plate or if the footage is blurry. Now that we know that the dash cam has excellent picture quality, let's look at other features that we get. First, there's the GPS. This dash cam will display both the video on the top half and a GPS map on the lower half of your phone when you download the footage. It records your speed and location. Another thing to note is that it has a sensor that can detect collision. When it detects a collision or an impact, the camera automatically saves that footage and locks it so that it will never be overwritten. This is crucial if you ever get into an accident. There's also a voice command feature, but I don't use it because it's not something that's important to me. However, it is there for other people that might want to use it. The camera turns on automatically and starts recording when you start your car. It records the date, the time, the speed, and your location, and has it displayed at the bottom of the video. If you want the camera to be able to record footage when the car is off, you'll want to purchase the hardwire kit. That is an extra purchase, but I highly recommend it and I think it's worth it. Without the hardwire kit, you'll have to plug it into the cigarette lighter to power the dash cam. The downside to using the cigarette lighter is that there's no power going to the camera when your car is turned off. This means that if someone or something hits your car, the camera will not be able to record it. So in order to have this feature, you need to wire the camera to the car's fuse box, where it can draw power to the dash cam. I know this sounds complicated, but trust me, the install is pretty easy, and it's basically only 3 wires. Overall, it's a pretty good camera with excellent picture quality during the day and night. Here are some sample footages that you can check out and see for yourself.
Left. Now, centrifugal force wants to compress the suspension on the right side. The suspension.
I've had this dash cam for a while now, and I want to say that I highly recommend it for those of you who has to commute to work. Every car should have a dash cam by now, and if you don't have one, it's time to get one for your own safety and for your own protection.